morning! Welcome again to another digital series by Red Panda TV. I'm your host, Mike Yu. Here in the Philippines, we love basketball or any sports in that matter, but basketball is still number one in our sports list. Today with us, we do have a very special guest, someone who is well versed in the basketball industry, and not only that, he owns one of the strongest social media basketball talk show, or uh, social media company that creates a good basketball background. He's none other than our special guest for today, Mr. Benitez. Hey, bro,
Uh,
musta?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm
Doing good,
okay.
doing good. Good
So,
morning.
how's everything during the pandemic?
Well, surviving basically. It all boils down to just being there and being able to weather the COVID-19 pandemic, and being there for the family. So surviving, yeah, like most of us.
Great to hear. Great to hear. Hey, bro. Quick question. Can you
Yeah.
give us a little bit background on how you got started in creating a very strong industry?
You mean Pinoyliga?
Pinoyliga, yes.
Okay, sige. Kasi I'm a casual basketball recreational player, no? And I have this vision of really para bang creating a platform where all of the information, all of the basketball stats that I have with all of the basketball platforms and leagues that I play on would have a depository. So para bang in my mind, single depository of basketball stats. So sabi ko, gawin natin, gawa tayo ng isang platform. So
Mm-hmm.
ngayon, I had a conversation with one of the best developers out there. Ano? So his name is Roger. Sabi niya, kaya niyang gawin yon. So sabi ko, sige, in 3 months time, sige, let's do it. Then after 2 years of developing, we got to a point where, nandiyan na yung Pinoy Liga. And then I started creating community by talking to one league at a time, and then at the same time making sure that everyone is there at sa basketball platform na yan.
I see, I see. For those people who doesn't know how this works, can you give us a little brief background on how the whole ecosystem works
Of Pinoy Liga.
of Pinoy Liga? Yes.
Sige. Actually, kasi we created a software for
Mm-hmm.
basketball leagues to digitize their own content. Ano. So, essentially, if you're a basketball tournament, bibigyan ka namin ng software so that yung statistician mo would be able to get the stats. Ano. Essentially, it's pushed to cloud. It's pushed to our www.pinoyliga.com website. So ngayon, once it's there, in real time nakikita na ng internet, nakikita na ng audience natin yung stats mo, no. So that's one value that we provide, ano. The other value that we provide is that we have real-time information through our Pinoy Liga news feed.
Mm.
So yun yung isa sa mga magagandang aspect ng ginagawa namin ngayon, no. We have partnerships with with the biggest brands in the Philippines in terms of basketball, the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas,
Mm.
which includes the Gilas basketball brand, and then at the same time, PLDT, Smart, San Beda Red Lions, Ateneo Blue Eagles, all of these big brands in Philippine basketball, we have them.
Mm.
So essentially, we could syndicate materials for them, cover them, and included na nga pala is one of the best basketball teams in the MPBL, which is the San Juan Knights.
Mm.
So we also carry and cover the San Juan Knights, or the MPBL side naman. So aside from the other basketball brands, so
I see.
that's it, and then at the same time, this one that we're creating right now, we're developing right now, Pinoy Liga TV.
Mm.
Although by accident that we have developed this, because we were supposed to really put our efforts on it by next year. But
Okay.
with COVID-19, I think it accelerated our focus, and make sure that Pinoy Liga TV is up.
I see. Well, at least it's a good blessing din, 'di ba?
Mm.
Pero going back, so you mean like any league, kunyari, I have my own league in my own village, pwede ko kayo kunin and then create that Pinoy Liga atmosphere for my own competition, correct?
Of course. Yes, actually that's the whole point of it. In fact, Mike, just to share with you, I have 25,000 subscribers
Mm-hmm.
already at 1,000 basketball names inside the platform and around 57 leagues. So it's a mix of casual recreational leagues, collegiate basketball leagues. So any basketball league in the Philippines can get our service and our software. They could subscribe to it because it's considered as SaaS, software as a service. So if you're a basketball league, sure, just contact us, and we'll be able to set up a software for you where immediately you could digitize your whole process. Although right now, Mike, talagang really that business of Pinoy Liga is really, how should I put it, park,
Yeah.
uh kasi it's events based, and given the current situation, we're not able to really fully market our services because there's no basketball league to begin with. So
I see.
yeah.
Pero is it only basketball that you can do the Pinoy Liga for, or is there any other sports that you can actually integrate with your Pinoy Liga?
Right now,
Mm.
it's just basketball, and we did that from a business perspective, and I'm sure you're familiar with how popular, how big basketball is here in the Philippines, So we did that, but that's not stopping us from tapping into volleyball,
Mm.
into football. In fact, we were talking to some of the biggest stakeholders in Philippine volleyball and Philippine football,
Mm.
to put in the groundworks, because I think the one of the biggest advantages that we have, or biggest asset that we have, is the Pinoy Liga name itself. It's so generic that it cannot be just branded as a basketball brand.
Correct.
It can be Pinoy Liga volleyball, Pinoy Liga football. It's really a mix, because Pinoy Liga, if you wanna define it, is really digital Pinoy basketball community. It's like a platform.
Mm.
So we just it just so happened that we started with basketball, but again, we're not stopping ourselves from developing products, digital solutions for volleyball, and football and tennis. In fact, I've been talking to a good friend who's really deep inside Philippine tennis, and he's really interested to really push the digitalization, the local digitalization of the tennis.
I see. I see. Wow. Okay, moving forward, during this pandemic, sabi mo Pinoy Liga is part. Any chance it can go more on the electronic side?
The ganun,
The E side, yeah, 'di ba? Mahilig yung mga tao rin kahit na anywhere you go, even your cell phone, people play
Yeah.
basketball. Will you be able to integrate that E into your business, or looking at it, wag muna for now?
Good question. Well, Mike, although we are part in
Mm.
terms of the software that we have developed,
Mm.
but I hope that our digital community has felt this. But we are very active on the social media space, because
Mm.
the good thing about Pinoy Liga is that it's not just a digital stats platform; it's also a news platform.
Correct.
So the news platform is very active. We're continually syndicating materials, not just with our partner brands, but also that Pinoy Liga TV integration into our business operations has really given us full weight sa social media, no. So we're still active there, no. Now, to answer the question, in terms of integration, I guess, ang pinaka naging transition natin, Mike, is e-games, tapos ito yung mga tipo mga 2K
That's correct, yeah.
tournaments. Although I shared with you my limitation because I really don't play a lot of 2K, but we are in talks and with our partners in terms of creating leagues, events, virtual events.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different event now. It's not a mass gathering physical event.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for these types of initiatives, and although the information about it, is very very vague kasi initial information pa lang. But in the coming weeks, we will be informing our community of our initiative already on that space. Definitely, it's there. I'm just like I'm actually excited. Although I might not be able to provide more information
It's
than
okay.
what I've already given. So,
Mm-hmm.
siguro if you could get back to me by the end of the week, you would be able to know already kasi uy, very active na si Pinoy Liga in creating marketing materials for that. So by that time, hopefully, we get that already.
I see. So, what is the improvement do you think will happen right after the pandemic for Pinoy Liga definitely, or in the basketball arena in general?
Okay. Okay. Definitely safety is a must.
Yes.
Definitely safety is the primordial it's of primordial importance. So um that is the milestone that we need to achieve first,
Correct.
before we even go and consider creating events or going back to the normal that we had, which is to have basketball leagues.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if there are two things that I would like to see, one
Mm-hmm.
is the vaccine,
Okay.
two is the rapid testing.
Mm.
uh, because these two parameters would dictate how sports events in general will be handled or will be organized. At this point, in terms of adjustment, like I said, we cannot do so much planning this year.
Correct.
We just you just have to prepare for something by 2021, because to me, as a basketball organizer, because we do have our in-house basketball tournament called the Pinoyliga Cup.
Mm-hmm.
um we're not even considering anything for 2020 anymore. We don't have the capability. Well, first and foremost, the government won't allow. But if they do so, I'd really have to have measures that would ensure the health and safety of our players. So if you were to ask me any improvements, just in case we do come to a point where we could be allowed to organize already. One, really, meron na siguro diyang alcohol sa gilid. We will have to consider na baka mamaya it's not just the mere uniform that they have to wear.
Correct.
There would be the integration of the PPEs into sports. I'm not sure. It might be awkward at the start to see a basketball player wearing PPEs
Mm-hmm.
or even wearing masks, if it's something that's really allowed. Or kumbaga kasi I think there's some risks in
Correct.
putting in a mask when you're doing a physical activity. So these types of things will be the new norm of sports, in
Correct.
general. So the consideration now is, do players now need to wear PPEs? Do players now have to be tested before they even walk inside the court?
Mm.
What are the measures that are in place? Do they have to wear gloves? O baka mamaya niyan na wala na munang high fives, 'di ba? You just have to say it to wave to each other when we do our gestures by inside the court. There's plenty of dynamics that will be different when that time comes. Although by this at this point, really, I'm not even thinking of it. I really am at the point where, I'm one with everyone in
Mm.
praying and hoping that there would be a vaccine already, that there
Uh-huh.
would be a rapid testing infrastructure already,
Correct.
those types of things.
I see. I see. I know you're a very busy person. And I don't want to get much of your time. Can you invite our friends over who's listening right now to join your PinoyLiga.com or your Facebook, your
Ah,
Instagram, and any other projects that you currently have?
sure. Well, please do visit www.pinoyliga.com and visit our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pinoy Liga TV. Right now, we might not be able to provide the same software and digital basketball experience here. We do have the news feed. We are very much active in providing news materials to the general public, to our digital audience, and at the same time, we're uh, we're very into creating new content via our content provider or our content brand in Pinoy Liga TV.
I see. Well, Benny, thank you very much for your time. Let's talk more. I'll just wrap up the show.
Sure. No problem. Thank you, Mike, for inviting me, and thank you for giving us an opportunity for to be heard. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Well, again, everybody, that is Sir Benny of Pinoyliga.com. For those people who are more interested in knowing more about his company, please visit Pinoyliga.com. Again, this is Mike Yu for Red Panda TV for Digital Series. Join us again next time as we talk about more interesting stuff. Thank you for listening, and I'm signing off.